Hey Nintendo fans and collectors, this is Lithium017 from my channel, Nintendo Collecting, and I'm bringing you collecting tip number 85, Significance Goes a Long Way. When you're a collector, you need to be smart. You need to look at items when you see them in stores, or when you see them on eBay or online or in the wild and think, why could this be valuable to a collector? Why might this be worth a lot in the future? Or why is this worth a lot right now? Having that knowledge will definitely help you form your collection and will help you get those rarer items that other people are maybe passing by. So some examples of this, or what I can say is whenever something is significant during its release. If something is exclusive, like the Nintendo 64 Gold controller, that was exclusive to Toys R Us. It was only packaged this way in North America. Because it was so unique, it was significant because if you wanted to get the Gold controller, that was one of the only ways to get it from Toys R Us. Other significant releases from a long time ago can include the Nintendo Power magazine, actually. This is the earliest edition I have. This is issue number 20. But what I would like to talk about is issue number 1 and the last issue that came out a few months ago. Those are very significant issues. They're the bookends to the entire Nintendo Power collection. So a lot of collectors want them. I am kicking myself for not getting issue number 1 and the last issue already, because they're just going to go up in price from now, I think. They're going to be valuable to collectors, and they're very significant. Other times when games are significant is at the launch of a console. This version is a player's choice version of Super Mario 64, but Super Mario 64 came out at launch. To me, that makes it more significant, more desirable for collectors. When they ask, what made that game so special? Oh, it was a launch title. Oh, okay, so it was one of 2 launch titles, or one of 19 launch titles, or however many came out on that console. It's something to talk about for the game, which makes the game have more of a story, which does make it more desirable in the long run. This is not true for every game, or every game at launch, rather, but it is true for a lot of the games. Other significant games can just be something like a 25th anniversary release or a special edition release. Because it's a special edition, obviously I already have another tip about that. That one's easy. But if it's a compilation set or anything like that, it might have a game on it that's really hard to play maybe in North America. So like the Lost Levels, that makes it a significant release because that game, or that one entry, wasn't released any other way. Other times when you can think about that kind of situation is right now it's Luigi's 30th anniversary, obviously this year. I've referred to this coin a few times. There is a 3DS console that is the Luigi version, and it's coming out this year in Europe. It's already out in Japan. That version has little Luigis all over it, and it's white. I don't have it yet because I'm not in Europe. I'm not sure if I'll ever get it. But I believe that console will be worth an outstanding amount in the future because it was released during the 30th anniversary of Luigi, and because it's such a cool-looking console, it just makes it very significant. I think also something like these 2 Zelda consoles, obviously they're special edition, but the big series for certain games are always going to be worth more, especially when a console comes out with them. So I decided to get the Nintendo 3DS XL console today, actually, on Christmas for Nintendo gamers, pretty much. November 22nd, because so much came out. This came out, Link Between Worlds, and Super Mario 3D World. But this console I got originally because I knew it was significant. I know that this will not decrease in value, it will likely increase in value because there's a limited run, and it's very significant to collectors because they love Zelda. If there were Mario editions, like these controllers, I think they'll also be desirable, but these ones, I'm told, are not a limited print run. I think there's going to be them in stores for Christmas, but I'm not positive about that quite yet. So when you're collecting, take a look at if the game was a launch title, if it was significant, possibly it was one of the only releases for that console, the only way to play that game. Maybe it's the only way to get the controller at a certain place. Maybe it's a bookend on some sort of a collection like the 2 Nintendo Power magazines, and maybe it's a console released in a timely manner at a specific point in that series' life, like the 30th anniversary for Luigi. Thank you for watching collecting tip number 85. Significance goes a long way. Feel free to fill that like bucket, follow me on Facebook and Twitter, and remember, as always, game on.